56 minutes ago, we've got ExtraEmily's friend says that she's met Hasan multiple times and that he's not very nice.
With Hasan, he was a bad date. Guys, I have met Hasan multiple times. He comes into our store, and he's not very nice to me. Yep. Can I say that?
Oh, it's okay.
Was I not supposed to say that?
That's okay. So, maybe is he like busy? Like is he busy?
I don't know.
Maybe he's like
It's
looking,
the truth.
Maybe he's looking somewhere.
But do you know who was really, really nice to me? Like, so nice to me? I forgot his name. He was Frankenstein. He was in Priscilla. He was Elvis. Okay, he was in Euphoria. He was the mean guy in Euphoria.
He's an actor?
Yes, the actor. Jacob Elordi.
So that's where the clip ends, but it seems like whoever clipped this maybe should have left a few seconds longer at the start. But let's talk about that first. I went to her stream and found this VOD, and here's what happens actually right before that clip starts.
Really scared to take.
Oh,
Okay,
you don't
let's
have
keep
to.
doing questions, and if there's one I really don't want to answer, I'll take this.
Okay.
Oh, Chad.
For Tiff, what's the worst date you've ever been on?
Okay, I went on 2 bad dates recently. But they weren't bad for any particular reason.
It's just vibes.
It was just like, not it.
Like you just didn't vibe with them.
It's fine. I feel like I can kind of vibe with anyone, but
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. They just like, I was just like, when is this gonna end?
That's the worst feeling. Yeah, that's when you know it's bad. Okay.
So it's not short enough.
Short enough?
Nothing. So the first date, we got a drink, we went to a restaurant, and then he wanted to like continue the night, and I was like, I'm gonna go home. And then the second one, like we went someplace that was like an hour away, drove there. Yeah, and then it was fun. And like conversation was great, but we were talking about like politics the whole time and like where money should be allocated in the government. Like it wasn't like a fun flirty time, you know? So
What?
like that's fine.
Money should be allocated.
Like I like having conversations like that, but maybe not on the first date.
Yeah.
Maybe like,
Boring.
yeah. It was with Hasan, bro. It was with Hasan. He was a bad date. Guys, I have met Hasan multiple times.
Okay, and the rest of that you've already seen. So Emily's response was also really weird there. Very weird response. Now look, to be fair, I've never actually seen Emily's content. I'm not very familiar with her. I've just heard her name before. I know she's a high profile streamer. That's to say maybe this was like a one-time thing. I really don't know, but I do want to talk about this part.
Was I not supposed to say that?
That's okay. So, maybe is he like busy? Like is he busy?
I don't know.
Maybe he's like
It's the
looking.
truth.
Maybe he's looking somewhere.
It's like, dude, her friend clearly said that he was rude to her. And what does Emily do? She's like trying to hush the friend up, like making these noises over her to like hush her up. And then it's like, was he busy? Was he maybe like looking at something? Like she's trying to plant these, what seemed to be fake concepts in the friend's mind to have her like spin the story a certain way to run defense for Hasan. And it's like, dude, your friend said that he was rude. This isn't about him being busy. This isn't about him looking at something. What are you talking about? She said the guy was rude. You're really not going to stick up for your friend here? Like, it's just crazy to me. Even if she wants to avoid drama, all she had to say was like, oh, that's messed up. He shouldn't have done that. But let's just move on from this. You know, something like that, right? As opposed to trying to manipulate the conversation a certain way and to just hush your friend up and not defend her at all. For the record, people can also be busy and not be rude to people, obviously. So now I'm curious. I'm just trying to inform myself some more about ExtraEmily because as mentioned, I don't know anything about her, but I guess she does live in LA. She's collabed with like Valkyrae and Hasan before. She's been at Hasan's house on his stream. So is she a part of the LA streamer clique? Maybe not as much as some of these other people like Cutie and Valkyrae, but yeah, it does seem like she is on some level certainly a part of the LA streamer clique, and now it's really all adding up. Reminds me of what people say about the Twitch aristocracy and all that stuff. And then we've got iDubbz seethes over Asmongold's popularity. Before we even watch this, I gotta tell you guys, I'm still stuck on the whole like iDubbz wanting to be White Hasan. What grown man wants to live in the shadow of someone, especially the shadow of Hasan? And like, this guy had his own YouTube channel that was like very successful. Like, he built all that up on his own, to give credit to him. He accomplished that. But then he like wants to throw it away to live in the shadow of Hasan and be someone that he's not. I just still don't understand that at all. It's such a weird thing to even think about. You know, I can understand getting influence from people, taking some things. You know, this is one of the things I really love about Bruce Lee. I mean, I love everything about Bruce Lee, but one of the most famous concepts he has is like, keep your glass half full, get rid of what's useless, keep what's useful. And some would call him the founder of mixed martial arts because he would combine different things from different styles. And this is something you see replicated from martial artists to this day all across the world, including my own style as well. You know, I learned things from my coach and my coaches that I've had. I've had multiple coaches over the years, but I've never tried to like literally be my coach. No, you do your best to be a good student, but then you take some stuff from your coach, you take some stuff from other fighters that you think do good and that you think you could like replicate well with your style depending on your body type and your preferences and whatnot, and you develop your own style. You're your own person, right? But then you have iDubbz and he sees Hasan and he thinks, I want to be White Hasan. It's just so crazy.
He said something like, why are you being like Hasan and being obsessed with Asmongold? I will tell you why. If you want to call it an obsession, you can. He listens to and reacts to all of my shit, so I don't really care. It's kind of a back and forth game. But he's incredibly popular online, so it's extremely relevant, and I think it's indicative of how a lot of people think. Like, there's so many people watching his shit. He gets fucking, what, like 50,000 live viewers? Like, that's extremely relevant. People, like, agree with him. They promote the fuck out of his shit. 21,000 likes on this tweet. Like, he is part of the culture. People agree with this, right? It's important to acknowledge it. You can't just be like, oh, why are you talking about him? Yeah, he's allowed to talk about whatever the fuck he wants. I'm not. No, fuck that. He's a loser.
Brother, first of all, if you want to like talk about Asmongold, I mean, like, at least try not to sound so. The man sounds like he's crying. I mean, come on, bro. Like, at least try and sound like you have it together a bit and like make a cohesive point. I watched that clip for 1 minute and 15 seconds with all you right now, and like I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy even saying? He just sounds like he's whining. And also, big X to doubt that Asmongold watches everything about iDubbz. I highly doubt that. He probably sees like a clip here and there when people are mocking him for saying stuff like he just did in that clip. But bro's like, oh yeah, he watches all my stuff. Like, no, X to doubt on that. Come on. I just really don't know what happened to this guy. I was never an iDubbz fan. I never like watched the Content Cop stuff, but I'll give him credit where credit's due. As I said a moment ago, you know, he did build a very successful YouTube channel back in the day. And while I never saw the Content Cops when they were actually released, I have gone back and watched bits and pieces here and there to get an idea of like what that was all about. And it's like it's like what people say. It's like a different person or something. Like I almost feel bad for the guy, but he did all this on his own. Some people blame it on the woman he's with. I don't know. But like, even if that's the case, this is still a grown man who decided to be with her. It's still ultimately all on him. So I don't feel bad for this guy at all. But I do find it like unfortunate in the sense where of all the paths in life he could have took, why'd he take this one? You know, it just seems like it didn't have to be this way. But hey, it's his life. I guess if he's happy being whatever you'd call this, then good for him, I suppose. Although he doesn't seem very happy, but yeah, I mean, look, that's all I can say, I guess. I'm trying not to be rude, you know. And then Yeet just posted this clip that just came out where Hasan is once again crashing out, captioned, Hasan says that Twitch needs to punish Asmongold and denies botting, claims people trying to spam slurs is the reason why he's being botted. And he also goes on to imply that Twitch, that their favoritism is actually directed to Asmongold, and that Twitch isn't actually helping him out, which is, of course, absurd.
Safe for them if they actually do their job is in the situation in an instance where he is hallucinating potential fraud taking place. The fraud isn't even real. Dude, I'm sorry. If he doesn't get if he doesn't get a stern talking to in the aftermath of this statement, Twitch is unironically fucking biased, but it's not biased in the way that you would think. It's not biased in my favor, okay? I got banned for a fucking misunderstanding. This motherfucker's doing incitement. Scrutiny into botting, considering that he's talking about botting now. Asmongold's talking about your bots currently. If I was Asmongold, I wouldn't invite so much scrutiny into botting, considering that even my biggest fucking ops have openly, brother, one of the ways to try to figure out if there are actual bots in a chat is by looking at the number of chatters, or looking at subscribers, or looking at how your fucking viewership grows. Currently, I have more chatters in the chat than I have fucking active viewers. Okay? I have 27,673 chatters in here. I, on the other hand, have 27,192 viewers in here. Dude, it's not your fault, but you get botted. There has never been an instance where anyone has ever even fucking claimed that I've been botted. There is, however, plenty of scrutiny over whether or not Asmongold has been botting. I like that you also completely avoided the main argument that I presented and instead just went, dude, just take the L, but in a different way. It's not your fault, but you are being botted. You know, it's not your fault. It's interesting. Follow bots are different from viewer bots. We are very aware of the follow bots. These motherfuckers are idiots. Oh, if you're talking about getting fucking mass follow botted, yeah, that happens all the time. Do you want to know why that happens all the time? Because they want to fucking spam slurs in the chat. And when they do that, we actually fucking eradicate them. Yeah, we know what the fucking follow bots are, dipshit. That's not viewership bots.
Yeah, there's a pretty typical classic Hasan clip right there. Bro getting all mad, raging about Asmongold, raging to some chatter, stuffing his face. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, though. As always, thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful week up ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.